everyone. This is Jonas from Prop Future, and today I've brought to you a software developed in C# using DevExpress called Inventory Management Systems. As you can see, there is a solution and a project. We've got the source code. If you click on the subscribe button, and you will have a link below that will take you to where you will have to download. Let me click quickly, and because this one is just a demo, I click on the start button to debug. And let me show you how this software works. Maybe before you download, this is a splash screen. We've got a splash screen Prop Future, and we've got the login page. Let me do this, and then this is the username and the password. You can check on this checkbox to remember your password, and then you click on the login. Once you log in, all of a sudden appears our software that we've developed in C# and we've used DevExpress. As we said, it's an inventory management system. We've got the dashboard that we're not going to talk about right now, but let's go through the menus. We've got the home page where you can add your company and you can track anything software, and you can change your password. We've got the master. From here, we'll see the product or items or articles, depending on how you can call it. And we've got the sales transaction, we've got the purchase request, we've got this receiving transactions and the payment. We also have the configuration. Quickly, let's go and add, for example, a product to the database. But before then, let's see and view the brand we have. You can add the brand from here. If I click on load, I can view the brand I've already loaded in the database. I've done something quickly so that this demo cannot take forever. We've got Canon, Dell, and HP as brand. It's okay for now. We've got categories, and if you click on load categories, we've got cameras, computers, and printers. It's also okay for now. We've got subcategories. Then let me go quickly. We've already added a customer. You can add a supplier. A salesperson can be added from here. This transaction, the purchase order, you can also manage the asset and consumable. I'm going to talk about consumable, and you will understand why. Because this same software, you can use it just to sell, like for POS. You selling items, then you can also use it for your own consumption. For a company, you can track all the items in the company. When you give it to a certain department, you can also track the asset you've got in your company. That's a quick one for now. Let's go ahead and add a product. I've already added some product in the database, but I would like to go through with you to add another product. Let me click on browse and get an image of a certain product that I would like to add. I have JPEGs here. Let me go and select maybe PNGs, and let me take this Canon plotter, or let me take this HP. No, let me just go for a Canon plotter. Just a moment. Okay. The product ID will be PR004. We can make it to auto-generate if you want. It's okay, it's not a problem. And then it's called a plotter printer. And description, it's a 44-inch plotter. Sorry. The brand, it's Canon. It falls under which categories? Under printers. And the subcategory is a plotter. And the purchase price of this one, let's say you bought it at $5,200. We're using USD. By the way, there is no currency. You can use your country's currency. And then the selling price will be $7,200, just in case. And you only purchased 2. That's the quantity you have. And then the unit of measurement, you can also have the unit of measurement. Let's say it is in tons, or it is in box, or in kg, for example. And this one is in 165 kg. Let's take it in kg. The opening stock will be also 2. The ordering level will be might be 1 or 0. It all depends. I've already added some suppliers. I can take supplier number 1. There is the name. And then what will this be for? Is it for sale or a consumable? This one is for sale. we will be selling this one. Then I can click on save. Just a moment. It saved successfully in the database. Then we can save another item automatically. After saving, it goes back. It refreshes the page so that we can save another item into the database, and allow me maybe to save one which will be a consumable, such a way that I will show you on how to use consumables. Let me take also this computer or laptop, for example. It's an HP laptop, and product name will be PR005, and product name, it's laptop. It's an i7 10th generation, and 1 TB HDD and 16 GB RAM, something like that. What's the brand? This is an HP. It falls under computers. Which subcategory? It falls under laptops. And this one, what was the purchase price? It was, for example, $750. And the selling price, I can leave the selling price to be the same as the purchase price, because this one is only for my company, so I'm using it. It was in a box, or I can add any other thing as unit of measurement. And then opening stock is also one. The other level, I think, let's call it 0 for now. And then the supplier is number 2, Joma Technology. But this one is not for sale, it's consumable. Let's click and save it. It's also saved to the database. After saving, let's go to the master page. Let me close this one. We go to the master page here, and I'll click on products. Once you click on product, there is a user control that pops up over here. You can click on view products. If you click view product, then you'll see all the products we've saved in the database. So far, we've already saved only 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've saved together with you about 2 products, 004 and 005. When you scroll a little bit here, you'll see there are 4 of them for sale, and 1 is a consumable. It will fall under this consumable. When we go and count the consumable, we'll see that this product number 5 will be under the consumable. I'll also show you on how to do for the assets. I can also view the customers in the database. I've got some customers already saved. I only have 2 customers. I've got Eric Mendes, who's my customer, and I've got Marie France, who's a customer. I can also view suppliers. I also have 2 suppliers, the salesperson, people from your company selling, or the vendors. I only have 1 so far for demo purposes. I'm not going to do the inventory for now, though it works. Everything works perfectly. But I won't do it for now until we go ahead, we sell, we take some others out, then we'll come back and see how this one works. But for now, allow me to go straight to the sales transaction. Let me click on the sales transaction. Once I click on the sales transaction, we've got an order number automatically generated. It's sales order 34. This is automatically generated. What am I selling? The date is today's date. It's the 16th of July, 2021. What was the reference? For example, we can have a quote, quotation number 001 or quote 001. Who is selling this one? We only have 1 seller, it's 001. And then who is the customer who's buying it from us? We've already saved the customer in the database. We can click on this button, and then we'll have a small pop-up to show us the customers we have in the database. And all customers are CST, customer 001. So I can do CST 001, and I've got Eric Mendes, who is the contact person and who's the person buying, with his address, the city, and his phone number. What is Mendes buying from our company? Mendes is buying the PR001. Once I come here, it automatically pops up. The product ID pops up automatically from this one. When I click on the tab button, it fills the other with the product name, the specification, or the description, the selling price. How many items is Mr. Mendes buying from us? He's only buying 2. And then he's also buying PR002. Let me go here, it's PR001. Here is only buying PR002. He's also buying a printer from us. Not only a desktop, he's also buying a printer, but this one is an office printer. He also wants to buy 2 of them. And then at the same time, we are having the quantities. We've got the subtotal. We've got the grand total. We've got the discount from here. So far, the discount is 0. The tax is 0. The freight is 0, but we can add the freight. We can add anything from here. Let me give an example. For example, we want to give him a discount of 3%. We just put 3, and then you see the discount amount will be $57.09. And then the tax, let's say it's 16%, 15% of this one, and the grand total is becoming a little bit bigger. We suppose that the person we are sending this to is a little bit far, and we want to add a certain figure for the freight. It will cost another $50 for us to take this item to Mr. Mendes. And the payment, Mr. Mendes says, okay, I can pay you cash, I can do the bank transfer, or I can take it on loan, on credit. I can pay it after 30 days. Let's say you want to pay it after 30 days, or 10 days maybe from now, and the date of payment will be on the 26th or 27th of July. Let's go ahead and click save. We've saved successfully this sales order. After the sales order, we've got the return sales order transaction, which means it can return what is he got from us. Why? Maybe if it doesn't function, because we can give him a warranty of a year, a warranty of a month, and so on and so forth. It can return it. In case he returns it, then we will have to come here and click on the return order transaction. So I'll come and copy this one. Once I copy, I come to the return sales transactions here, and I'll click on the search. Everything will be popped up automatically. The quantity, the subtotal, every single thing will be popped up. But how many quantities does he return? We are going to fill those quantities from here. If I fill one, then we can see that he has returned only $965. There is also a return number which has been generated automatically, and the date he has returned. For now, I'm not going to save this one, but you can test it home. It works very fine. If he returns 1, and then we can edit also the sales transaction. We can come here, we click, and we save it the same way we did it for the return, but this one is just for edit. I can come edit, and I'll click on update. It also works fine. I will go to the reports transactions. If I want to see the report of everything I've done so far, I will go and click from this date, for example, from the 15th to the 16th, and then I'll search to see how many orders I've done so far. But this person has already not paid because he got it on loan. He says he's going to pay us after 30 days. I'm going to show you from the same software when it does the payment in the payment module. We can also view the return sales transactions. We can do also the summary sales. Summary sales means how many items you've sold so far. Let's view all the items you've already sold so far. When I click there, I see you've only sold a desktop and a printer. You sold 2 of them, which means you expected a certain amount with 1,240. That's the price you've sold it. How many items have been returned so far? 0. If there was a certain item returned, then the amount you were going to expect from Mr. Mendes was not going to be 2 or 1,240. It was going to be less, which means in the returned quantity, there would have been a certain figure, 1 or 2 or 3. And then this we were going to have a real total or a real quantity times the selling price. Then you will have a subtotal. You can also view it from here. You can also print invoices based on the sales order number which was here. Based on this one, you can print. For now, I'm not going to print because this is a quick demo showing you how this software works and pushing you further to go and come to us, and you can download this source code. You can use it the way you want to use it for your company. And then let's say we want to create also what we call a purchase order. The principle is the same for the purchase order, exactly the same as the sales transactions. You can create also the purchase order. You can request from your company to buy. Whenever you see that items reach the ordering level, you can go and purchase for your items. You can come here, you can select the date. From here, again, we'll do the same exercise. For example, you want your company to add much more items. For example, this one, you want it to be in boxes. How many quantities do you want your company to buy? For example, you want 20. Then so on and so forth. You can print, you can save, you can view the summary, you can edit, you can see everything. Let's go ahead quickly and save even one, for example. Let's save this one. Let's say 20 seems to be a lot. Let's go for 10. We've sold all of them. We've got 10. Let's take it. Let's take the same date. And reference order. What could be the reference? Anything. I don't know what will be the reference. Maybe there was an invoice. There was so many requests. Invoice 040 or whatever. The request date, the same date. And from which supplier. This time around, we're not going to a customer. We are going to contact a supplier. We can take from a supplier. Maybe let's take just Jomart Technology. We are taking Jomart Technology. It's SP002. We're using Jomart Technology. And for now, there is no discount. There is no tax. There is no freight. I can leave everything to 0. Then I'll click on save. I've saved successfully the purchase order. Let me also copy this number because I will need it. Let's say I would like maybe to edit or to change this purchase order. If I come here, I paste, and then I click on search. There is Unity involved, something that I'm going to fix for you. Don't worry about that. I'll go to fix it quickly, but it won't stop the video. The recording will still keep on. But from here, you can come and edit. So then you can view also the summary for the purchase orders from here. You can view the summary of everything. You can also print the purchase order number. Let's go to the receiving purchase transaction. I click on the receiving purchase transaction. For example, I come here, I save. When I click on this receive, I want to see, I requested for 2 on the 16th of July. How many do we receive? Let's say we've only received 7 out of the 10 we requested. Only 7. And we are going also to save this one and track why we did not receive the other 3. Why is this customer not good enough to provide us with other items? We can track it. We will go ahead and see, or we can receive all the 10, but we can also return. After testing all the 10, 3 of them are not working perfectly. After we've received some, but 3 of them are not working perfectly, we can return them. And return with a reason. Why are we returning this product? We are returning this product. For example, we received 10, but we are returning 3. We are returning 3 laptops, desktops, and 3 printers, for which, what was the reason? For example, not working. You can also write it not working, you save it, and you print a receipt, a return receipt to the company, to Jomart Technology, showing them the quantity you gave us was not good enough. We could not keep it. You can also do some deletion of the received purchase order from here. You can edit, you can delete, you can see the orders, you can see receive order. This is the reporting system. It's really quite the same like the one we did in the transaction. You just need to select the date from which date to that date. You see the items, for example, you've received, and the returns one, how many you've returned so far. You can also check the dates and see how many items you've returned. We've returned 2 of these items, and how many in quantities? It was 3. Then we can do the summary of the received report. We can do the summary of everything. We can print the purchase report. And then let me go quickly in the payment module. Let's say we've already done a sales order. We've already done that one, but we've not been paid yet. Now we want to receive our payment. We will come here and we will search. From here, we click to search, then automatically everything pops up, and we see here that this payment was on a loan. It was not paid to us, but now that they want to pay us, let me complete the date. Let's say it's tomorrow that we are, well, anyway, just today. And then I will check this one, complete payment. Then I'll save it, which means I've now received the payment. I can go to the reports payment from the sellers to see what I've received so far, like the payment. I can select from which date, from maybe to that date, and view the payment. Then you cannot see two of them. You just see the payment of the other transaction, of the sales transaction. So you've received the payment of 2002.21.66, and look at the payment status. Now it's no longer on loan, on credit. Now it's completed. It's now completed. You can print the receipt to prove to your company that now you've sold everything. When you go back to the dashboard, you'll see now things will change. So thank you very much for this quick demo. I know I've not shown you everything. It's got a lot of things. If you think you are interested in this one, please, there is a link below. You go and click download it. Thank you. Until next time. Thank you.